What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with the third edition of the first of the month CTC collection blogs. Now, this month's blog is gonna be a fun one. We're back to being on the road, back to finding McDonald's stuff. I've got a couple of stops in Missouri from private collections, and I have one at a public place in Joplin, Missouri, that anybody watching this video, if you end up in their neck of the woods, can go visit and pick from one of my favorite honey holes. So stay tuned and I will show you some of the cool stuff that I found on the road. The first stop was an extremely well-organized basement. I picked through this once before, but it's really easy to miss stuff when you're this overwhelmed with so much stuff. I mean, it's literally half of a large basement dedicated to McDonald's stuff. So I'm gonna take you through it. You'll have a chance to kind of see what I saw and, best of all, see some of the stuff that I took away from it. So here we go. You'll see as I enter the first room here, there are just tons and tons of boxes. There's things hanging from the ceiling. Man, on this wall, it's mostly larger items, paper stuff, a lot of odds and ends. A really fun thing that I found on there was a large box filled with Amazing Fruit gummy bears, which I'll get to you later. Here we go, lots of cups and basketball cards, cups, serving trays, like just a lot of random things. They're all labeled if you guys want to pause the video and take a look. Here is another room, which is nothing but Happy Meal toys. You can find nearly every Happy Meal promotion from 1977 through the late 90s here. You can just see some of the names as I move up. What do we got here? We got Movables, we got, Mac Tonight travel toys, we got McDino changeables. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So some of the bigger stuff here, really any Happy Meal that you could possibly imagine. There are sets and sets and sets in these boxes. In many cases, there's the original unused Happy Meal boxes to go along with them. And in many cases, there are both sealed and unsealed sets in each of these boxes, which I made sure to make use of because really I'm honestly kind of new to the toy end of the game. I'm not super into stuff like the, Fraggle Rock or whatever, like you'll see, but I am into, a lot of the kind of more food-oriented things. So I had 56 toys that I ended up picking out of here, and I'll end up getting into some of those with you here, but everything's all alphabetized. It shows you the year. In some cases, it'll tell you if it was in a box or a bag, and then the corresponding box or bag will be in there. You can just see large collections of pretty much anything you can think of. There's the Sonic 3 Happy Meal, Totally Toy Holiday, Snow White. My goodness, it's just everything. Over here, you see the New Food Changeables, which I ended up jumping on. Some rare stuff, the Old West. Here we go. Talk about rare. The Dukes of Hazzard cars, which I kind of shed a light on in my very first blog where I found the Translite sign. Here are unused General Lee cars. They actually put the burger and fries in these boxes, and then you would apply from this sheet of stickers to make your car. Oh, this is the good stuff. 1993, the Halloween McNugget Buddies, one of my personal favorite Happy Meal promotions of all time. I love Happy Meal stuff from when I was a kid that was, it was food. I didn't really get into cartoons. I didn't get into movies. So when there was something where it was a McNugget dressed for Halloween, you can't beat that. So of course I got a set of those. New Food Changeables. This was the second set from 1989. There were 8 in total, and all 8 were here and sealed. Looking oh so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at these. I don't know about y'all, but I had every single one of those the hard way when I was a kid. Super Mario Brothers for you video game folks over here. I know a lot of folks get into early video game culture. This is 1990 from the Super Mario Brothers 3 Nintendo game. Grabbed a set of those along with a promotional button. Look at that. Very cool. And here's some of my pickups here. You know, I get a set of the Funny Fry Friends. I get some signs, 21 Happy Meal boxes, 56 Happy Meal toys. I got, look at the Halloween pails. You know I can't pass up on Halloween pails. And my favorite find of all, in 1992, there was a Nick or Treat promotion, and they gave away free samples of Amazing Fruit gummy bears, which was Hershey's brand of gummy bears that they briefly had in the 90s. I'm sure that the commercial still haunts many of y'all to this day. It was on television literally nonstop when we were kids. Just to find well-preserved in this, I mean, the guy didn't even know he had it, but in his basement, to find 30 unopened packs of 1992 Hershey Amazing Fruit gummy bears was so cool. And so I ended up with a bunch of stuff, spent $300 on the haul, which was an extremely fair price. I did pick up 10 Translite signs, but I had already picked through his Translite sign collection. That was a major part of my focus. He's actually the first person that ever sold me a Dukes of Hazzard Happy Meal Translite sign from 1982. So, well, there was a couple other stops other than that, and the first one is a cool one. It's actually a public place that any of you guys are welcome to go visit. And if you see something on the video and you have access to Joplin, Missouri, you should check out the Rangeline Antique Mall. Along the back wall of the building, you'll see a couple of booths of McDonald's collectibles, and it is absolutely cram-packed. One of my favorite places to go and buy Happy Meal and McDonald's collectibles, and I think it will be for you too. If you're never going to be around Joplin, Missouri, you're probably going to end up feeling a lot of FOMO and a lot of envy here very soon. So here we are at the booth, and the first thing I see is a Funny Fry Friends Happy Meal counter display from 1989. So cool. I wish I had space for more stuff like that. Tons of those countertop Happy Meal displays, all in basically mint or at least near mint condition. Everything that is for sale in these booths is all 50% off all the time. I've never seen it full price. I've always seen it 50% off. And as you can see, if you're looking for a Happy Meal toy, they've got it. Unplayed with condition. Everything looks great. The selection is absolutely incredible. You can see some of the changeables. I don't know why it says 1985. Those are from 1987. And I know the booth owner, and I know that he probably knows that. Still, very cool. You know, you can grab a changeable for $5. Not too awfully bad of a price, but definitely a lot cooler than anything you're going to find at most antique malls across the country. Certainly in terms of selection, there's something McDonald's oriented, particularly Happy Meal oriented, you can probably find it here. You get the Dream Team 2 cups from 1994. Get some Translite signs, including the McJordan meal combo. Here's some Nothing But Net fry containers, burger container. Oh my goodness. You had a Hunchback display there, a nice large NBA Looney Tunes Showdown Cup display. And look at this. This is the big one, the bad one. This one is on the back wall of the antique mall, and it is absolutely cram-packed with McDonald's collectibles. Look at that. You got buttons. I think those are $4 a piece, of $2 is what you end up paying for. You got 1992 Dream Team cups. Those were $1.50 a piece. I ended up picking up a couple of them just to drink out of. Well, on this wall, we've got a lot of kind of, foreign toys, a lot of Canadian stuff, a lot of European stuff. And look at that. Translite signs. We got an E.T. right up front. You got the Garfield, DuckTales. Oh, man. There's a MDA one, McDonald's Mystery, Mickey's Birthday Land. Oh, my goodness. I mean, one of the best collections of Translite signs outside of the capsule, quite frankly. And Sonic the Hedgehog toys. We've got, look at that. We get the little, these are actually Translite sign add-ons, like little cardboard signs that were supposed to be adhered to the translate signs showing which Camp Snoopy glass you were going to be getting. Those are extremely rare. I already had them, so I didn't bother picking them up. But here it is. This is... If you're interested in collecting McDonald's Happy Meal stuff, you absolutely need Tomart's Guide to Happy Meal Collectibles by Meredith Williams, a book that I just cannot possibly rep enough. Now, lots and lots more Happy Meal displays here. Some really cool stuff. Yeah, look at that. The Nickelodeon 1993 Happy Meal display listed at $79. Scanning $39. Can't beat that price, especially in that condition. I'm seeing stuff for the first time right now. Like, I mean, he's even got a Hardee's cup from Ghostbusters. I didn't notice that. Lots and lots of cool stuff. Yes, I did get that Vroomers Register Topper. That's a Canadian Happy Meal promo from the mid-90s that I certainly did not have. 3,000 space set. I mean, some of the stuff I just never heard of. I don't really keep up with too much of the non-US based stuff, but wow. Really, really cool. Big old Gus and Jack Cinderella display. Even more stuff. Look at that ceiling dangler. Shamrock Shakes and Minty Shamrock Sundaes. A whole nother row of stuff here in the booth. You got Happy Meal boxes, tons of sealed Happy Meal toys. We got E.T. posters from the 1985 E.T. Happy Meal. Those are made out of really thin paper. Very rare, very hard to find in decent condition. You get a set of those for $20. Oh my goodness. So you got that. Look at that Mr. Potato Head, guys. You get the McTwist Happy Meal from Canada. These Astra Snicks are very rare. They are St. Louis region exclusives from 1983 and 1984. Of course, the cups that the glasses that everybody's got, the McDonaldland character glasses. I think everybody's got a set of those, whether you want them or not. Look, now we're getting into some more good stuff. You can see this Mac Tonight cardboard sign listed at $22. It was $11. I did buy that, so if you want it, you're going to have to find it somewhere else. You get some NASCAR-themed McDonald's goodies. Got more displays up there. And this is a shelf of mostly Mac Tonight collectibles. You can see a Blast Back 1989 cup. You can see the little sippy cup. You got cars that have Mac Tonight on the hood. You got the Happy Meal toys from 1988. And down here, I think this is the moment when I discover it. It's a sunshade. A Mac Tonight sunshade. And of course I bought that. It listed at $29. I got it for $15. Really, really cool. The booth owner comes over and starts talking to me for a second here. So you see some footsteps in the background there. Oh, man. Lots and lots of cool stuff. Oh, my goodness. What a collection. You know, this is just, to find all this in one place. I've been to antique malls from coast to coast. I've probably been to them in all 48 contiguous states. There's my friend Meredith. Man, this is just unbelievable. Takes my breath away every time. Every square inch of space is used. There's stuff's hanging from the ceiling. Look at that. We get a bunch of register toppers. Very, very cool to see that kind of stuff. Just super, super rare, super ephemeral kind of collectibles that you're just not going to find other places. I mean, they get the Halloween gift certificate sign from 1980 from Canada. Look at that. We even get a Taco Bell Batman promo. More Batman stuff. You get a Batman ceiling dangler. Just incredible. You can probably see at this point why finding this antique booth was a real catalyst for me to start taking my McDonald's and Happy Meal collecting more seriously. And fortunately, I made a great friend out of it. And shortly after visiting the booth, I visited him at home. So let's take a look at what he had in a couple of his garages at home. All right, now we've reached the garages. So this is where I really first started picking up translate signs in bulk. I've already picked through this collection 3 or 4 times and helped him organize it, you're going to find just some really incredible stuff here. On this side, it's all Happy Meal oriented signs. The real Ghostbusters, that's one of the higher end Translight signs that you can find. So that's one side of the garage. On the next side, don't let the mess fool you. This place is really well organized. Every single box is dedicated to a specific Happy Meal promotion, and he has got everything. I mean, Friendly Skies? Friendly Skies is like an airline promo, you know, like why does he have a giant box filled with that? Like that's just freaking incredible. You know, the bulk of stuff here, you know, unfortunately not quite in mint condition in most cases because it is, you know, it's an outdoor garage that has seen some better days. So there is some degree of elements and can't really control temperature, and, you know, there's leaks and all that stuff. So that part of it's a little sad, but really a lot of cool stuff here that's really been a pleasure to dig through a few times. So let us see, what do we got here? Oh, Turbo Max from Canada. That's a cool one. Got Sky Dancers there, Sticker Club, Santa Claus the Movie, Mystery, Stompers, Tinosaurs, Raggedy Ann and Andy, Playmobil, which was discontinued because it wasn't safe for kids, On the Go from 1988, Runaway Robots, that's a cool regional robot promotion. You got Popoids, man, SeaWorld. Dang, maybe I should have looked in that one. I don't know. Maybe I did, and it wasn't as good as it sounds. Oh, yeah, Round Top. That's the very first Happy Meal test market. Just tons and tons and tons of stuff. There's a Happy Meal promo that's ever been made. It's in here. If you're wondering when that booth's... Oh, yeah, fun to go. Oh, man. If you're wondering why Real Ghostbusters... If you're wondering why that booth is so well stocked, it's because this is the source. So, look at that Black History from 1988. So cool. So cool. Let's see here. Hobby Box. Oh, man. Awesome. Fun with Food. Dinosaurs. DuckTales. Mighty Ducks. I mean, it's literally weighing down these shelves. It's so crazy. And last but not least, here are the Circus Wagon boxes, unused, the first national Happy Meal toy ever. So there you have it, between my friend's booth and his garages. We ended up coming out to about $220 worth of stuff that I picked up from him, including that Mac Tonight sunshade that you guys saw, that Mac Tonight club card, and this really cool Canadian 1993 Mac Tonight Happy Meal box that I had never seen before. Really, really cool. Just, man, crazy. I also got a 1988 McDonald's employee catalog that I've already ripped apart to get scanned. Just really, really cool stuff. I'd say that the biggest ticket item that I found that I picked up from the second guy was the set of 1986 High Flying Kites, a regional Happy Meal set with a Hamburglar, Ronald McDonald, and Birdie kite. So really, really cool. I mean, something that you just never see. So I love it. Also picked up 10 Translight signs from him, just some kind of odds and ends sort of paper stuff, and you know, like I said, that really cool toy set, some smaller signs. It was just a really, really fun trip. I ended up spending $220 on the second leg of the trip here. However, these are not the only 2 stops that I made. They're the only 2 stops that I made in Missouri, but I was actually on my way up to Illinois. And the very next stop that I made was probably one of the largest and one of the most important purchases that I've ever attempted to make. So I was connected with a guy who designed for a company called Simon Marketing that worked with McDonald's. He designed every single Happy Meal toy, including national and regional, from 1988 to 2001, and also had a bunch of unreleased prototype images. So essentially, the guy reached out to me and informed me that he has this entire 14-year body of work cataloged in about 30 or 40 binders. We're talking about 25,000 pages of his hand-drawn art. Now, they're copies. This is not this is not technically original artwork, but it is the only surviving copies of the hand-drawn concept art for all of the Happy Meals from 1988 to 2001, and many, many, many that never got produced. A huge, huge deal. Absolutely gigantic. So I'm on my way to downtown Chicago, and that's where we're going to pick up next month, August 1st. We're going to check that out. Then I go to one of the first female franchisees in McDonald's history. She's got a collection of 70s and early 80s translite signs that I definitely had to grab while I was in the Illinois area. So, next month, if you thought this month was good, next month is going to be even better. And next month is also the 5-year anniversary of the CTC YouTube channel, which is just surreal. So on August 8th, which is the actual anniversary of the channel, so 1 week after the next blog post, we're going to do an Ask CTC Anything special additional video. So you can start sending any questions you have for me about my collection, my interests, personal questions. I don't know. You want to know how tall I am? I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to know. I mean, I tend to answer questions as they come in, but we're going to dedicate a special video to it, celebrate the anniversary a little bit. Emails consumertc@gmail.com if you have any questions that you would like to be included in the Ask CTC Anything special video on August 8th. So you got plenty of time to get that in. Of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you, and make sure you check out